And welcome to week 4. So to begin with, I'm going to just briefly show you layout formats or ways of getting the property line laid out. One we know as trilateration. Some people call it triangulation. So in trilateration, we know that we measure from one corner of the building and from the other corner of the building, and we can draw an arc, and we can find that point. We measure from the other corner of the building and another corner of the building to another point, and we can find by drawing arcs where those two lines cross, and so on. We do that in CAD by drawing circles. So from one corner of the building we move out, and the other corner of the building we move out, the distance we want to have, and where those lines cross. That is where our point is that we've measured on the ground. And I'll keep on doing that here and just keep on going. It really works well for laying out things on the property once you have uh, designed things. You can measure from the plan, you can lay it all out very, very well that way, and so on. It also works very well to gather information, but it's really clunky. It can be really clunky in SketchUp trying to erase all these lines, go back and all the extra steps. It looks pretty good here. I speeded the film up, but it works. So here we have an odd-shaped property, and we're trying to find out where all the edges and corners are. And what I've identified here basically is I've identified all the corners of the property in this way of doing it. In a minute we'll look at a slightly different method of handling it. Now in the linear method, what we do is we measure directly out parallel to the face of the building, the distance that we know, to whatever point on the property line that we see or find at that spot, straight out from the building. It takes a little learning how to do that. Then we can project that out later on. Perhaps we know a distance to the corner along that trajectory. Perhaps we don't. We can figure it out. But once we've done that, a little difficulty of finding the magenta line, we can start to work from the different corners of the building again and find those points and work with them by drawing the line and joining up all of those points. Once again, what I'm showing you here is finding corners of the property. Actually, along the top I found the edge. We'll see at the bottom here a slightly different way of doing it when we have the corner of the building to define, corner of the property defined, because we don't know exactly where it is. So I'm just going to change this bottom corner here and show you how you might draw that if that back line and that side line are both continuous. Again, on the magenta, and that one on the magenta till they touch. Erase the leftover. There we have another odd-shaped property. Any dimensions, any shape can be done this way. It's one of many ways, but it's also easy to do. So let's move on to week 4, and you're going to have some really, really fun stuff to work on here. So stay tuned.